Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Today we're going to be doing gumbo. What's up, my beautiful people? So I'm going to start off with a cup of oil to a cup of flour. I'm going to heat up my oil first, and I'm going to put half of my flour in, stir it up, mix it up. As you see I'm doing right now, put half of it in. I'm going to incorporate that, get that all smooth and even before I put my other half in. Yeah, just keep stirring it till you get all the clumps and lumps and situations out. You don't want to do this on a high heat because you do not want to burn it because you have to start over. And this is my least favorite of the whole process is this roux. It is tedious, and I know it's better ways. I know it's a quicker way out there to do it. I just ain't figured it out yet. So this took me an hour, and I refuse to do it any longer. And to be honest with you, when it got to about 40 minutes of it, it didn't really change the color that much in the next 20 minutes because I turned it down, got a little nervous. So yeah. But anyway, so this is what it's looking like once I incorporate all the flour in. So now I'm just pretty much waiting till I get that dark chocolate. This right here, this is only 15, 20 minutes later. And it looks like it's cool. I could have just started with this actually, but I wanted it to be darker. So I started this process at 5. And yeah, I think it's like 5:20 something now. And I'm going to stop at 6. But you just keep mixing it. You don't want it to burn. You don't want to go to the bathroom or nothing when you do this. You just want to sit there, get comfortable, get you a chair, get you something to drink, and just pretty much marinate in your kitchen. I got the music on, just listening and chilling and stirring this stuff. It got a little bit darker, but it really didn't change to me that much. I feel like I wasted another 20 minutes on doing this because it didn't really get that much darker than me. But anyway, the clock said 5:47 because I'm about to stop in another 12 minutes, something like that. But yeah, once you get this going how you want it going, then you got to add your vegetables in. And everybody, you know what they call it. Okay, I've been doing this for 50 minutes, and this is what it's looking like. I refuse to do this any longer than an hour. So whatever 10 more minutes get me, any darker it get, this is what I'm sticking with. I think the first time I made it, it was a little darker. And I got paranoid because it got so dark quick and I wasn't used to that. I turned down my aisle just a little bit longer because this stove is a better stove than my last one. I got kind of scared. And I probably should have just left it on. Oh, there's your kids. Gotta go. All right, here's my camera doing its tricks. But anyway, I'm pretty much done. Now it's time to add the vegetables in. I'm so glad this is over with. So here's celery. I pretty much cut up a whole thing of celery. I do use a lot of vegetables in mine. You do it how you want to do it. I'm going to take half of this celery and put it in my roux. Stir that up, incorporate that, yada, yada, yada. Then I like to take the other half and put it in the pot while it's cooking. It's just something I do. I feel like it works, so I just stick to it. And then I have another bowl that has all the bell peppers. Green, yellow, red, orange. I got one of each, except I only have a half a red bell pepper. I chopped all that up with an onion. I'm putting half of my garlic in right now. And I'm going to put the other half in the pot. So this is the baked chicken. I baked my chicken. You could also just get your chicken and boil it in your pot, but I've seen a lot of people baking it, so that's what I'm going to do. And I like the way the bacon kind of locks in flavors. All right, so now it's time to prepare for my okra. I have a bag of frozen okra here, whole frozen okra. So I just put a little water in them for a little while and they thawed out. So now I'm just going to cut them up. And then I cut them up and I put them on a cookie sheet and I put them in the oven with a little olive oil and lemon pepper. And it helps just dry them out, get rid of the slime, you know, because I don't want the slime in mine. And so I'll show you once I finish cutting them up and all that. I'll be back. So the last time I did this, I did it with fresh okra. I prefer fresh okra, but I couldn't find them nowhere. So, oh, come on, camera, focus. So this is how they're looking, and I'm just going to cut them up in about that big, like 2 times maybe. All right, hold on. All right, here's the bag of okra chopped up, and that bag was 16 ounces, so just 1 pound. So I'm going to oil it up with some olive oil, and then I'm going to salt it down with some lemon pepper and be back. All right, this is what it's looking like right now. Once I separate them on this cookie sheet, I'm probably going to have to add some more salt to them. I'm just going to separate them. Yeah, it's looking like it needs a little more salt to it. All right, now I'm going to put this in the oven anywhere from, I'm going to say 30 to 45 minutes. Because I want them to be, I like mine a little crisp, on the crisp side. When you kind of bite into it, it has like a slight little crunch. Because I don't want none of that slime in there. So you guys bake it to your likings, or you can fry it on the stove, saute it, or you put them in there just like this. But I'm just showing you what I do. Be back. Oh, God, here we go. Okay. Now, this is the okra coming out the oven. And a lot of you guys might say that's too much, but this is the way I like it. You cook yours the way you like it, though. But I do like mine a little crunchy. And they're good because the olive oil and that lemon pepper, they're actually good to eat. This will be a healthy snack, actually. But anyway, so this is what the okra is looking like. I'm going to put these in the bowl, put them to the side, and get my sausage out the way and do that next. Alright, so these are the shrimps I'm going to be using in today's gumbo. They're already been washed, peeled, deveined, all that good stuff. I'm using colossal, jumbo, and extra large shrimp. And they're all one pound. So I'm pretty much 3 pounds of shrimp I'm using. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open them up, put them in this bowl with some water so they could kind of thaw out a little bit. Take the shell, the tips of the shells off. Some people leave those on. I'm going to take mine off because I'm going to use that to make my broth with it, seafood broth with it. So, okay, just wanted to show you what kind of shrimps I'm using, and I'll be back. Come on, focus, focus. Let's focus. So this is what the shrimp is looking like. If it could focus, it's not focusing. So water, once they thaw off, I'm going to take the ends off the shrimp and lightly season them with some Cajun seasons and a little lemon pepper. Alrighty. Alright, this is what the shrimp look like. Cleaned and everything. And this is how much shells that they gave me. So I'm going to put water in this, boiling. I'm put an onion, garlic, and some other items in there. I'll show you when I get to that part. So I'm just going to season this, so put saran wrap around it, and put it in the refrigerator until I'm ready to use it. Because this is the last thing you put in your seafood, your last 15, 20 minutes or so. So these are the seasons I'm going to be using to season my shrimp. And I'm going to put a little bit of everything on it. It's the Old Bay seafood seasoning, some fish seasoning, lemon pepper, and Cajun blackened season. Start off with a little bit of lemon pepper. Just a little bit of everything. Old Bay seasoning. I like a little bit more of Old Bay in there. tad bit of the fish season, just a little bit. And some of the blackened seasoning. Alright, that's all I need. I'm just going to mix it up and saran wrap it. Alright, that's what it's looking like after I mixed it and saran wrap. Now it's going in the refrigerator until I'm ready. Alright, I got some. This is a whole stock of celery. You guys be quiet. So I'm just going to put a handful of that in there. I have a half a small onion in here. A half a jalapeno. I have some garlic in there. What's going on? Alright, I'm going to take a half. I got my cut up vegetables, which is all the color of the bell peppers, onion, a diced jalapeno, I believe. I got diced garlic in there, but I'm just going to get some of the bell peppers out and just put in there for my broth. And that's all I'm doing. Just boiling that and calling it a day. Alright, I got this on number 5. I'm just going to let this boil away. Put a little bit of the Old Bay seasoning in there. Just a little bit. Put the top on there, and that's my broth. And I might have to add more water to it, and that's why I have bunion cubes and Better Than Bunion to help me out with that process. Okay, here's the two kind of andouille sauces I'm going to be using. The one I usually get, I couldn't find it. But yeah. Like you just says Cajun, but I guess it's all Cajun. I don't really see that on here. Alright, so I'm going to cut these up in 3 different ways. I'm going to just do I'll show you. I'm just going to cut them, slice, then cut, and then slice 4 ways and then cut. I'll show you that in a minute. I'll be back. Now here's the 3 ways I cut up my sausage. 1s and 2s and then 4s. And I do most of them like this because it stops people from fishing out all the big pieces, and you can get more sausage in each bite. Okay, let me finish. I still have a whole one to go and this one. And I'll be back. Alright, now to complete the sausage, I'm going to saute it, fry it up first. It's supposed to help release the grease because, you know, you already put a lot of grease in it with your, if I can think. Draw the blank. With your roux. So I'm just kind of sauteing these up a little bit. And then once they get nice and crispy like I like them, or not too crispy, you know, I just put them to the side, saran wrap them, put them in the refrigerator, or put them in a pot. But I don't have my roux ready or nothing yet. I'm just getting everything ready and out the way. Because once it takes me an hour to do my roux. I don't know how people getting this stuff done in 15, 20 minutes. They know a trick I don't know. So I just need to have everything out the way. Because once my roux is done, then I can start putting all my stuff together. My chicken is in my oven. I have the young chicken, country post, that big red bag of the thigh and the leg attached. I just use that this time. And it's in the oven. I like to cook it in the oven because that's what I did the first time I made it. So it came out good. So I'm just sticking to what I know at the moment. Anyway, I'll show you once this is fried up. Alright, this is what it's looking like after I fried off some of the grease. And it didn't really make that much grease, as you can see. And this pan is really terrible, y'all. All the stickage is gone. So I'm going to put that aside so I'm ready to put it in my gumbo. Alright, this is what all my chicken is looking like, shredded up. And I'm just broth. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Lord. Alright, here's the broth that the chicken made that I baked. So I'm going to put that in the rest of my seafood broth. And here's the shredded up chicken. The kids are eating, so I got to hurry up and get out their way.
Yay! I want to do that time.
Alright, so... Alright, here's the pot that I got for Christmas. So I'm going to be using this pot. Nice big pot. I got my roux here. Broth here. Chicken here. Sausage here. And my very sad looking okra here. I need more okra. And the last time I did it, I know I wanted more okra, but whatever. Couldn't find out how to get anywhere I fit in. And let me show you my vegetables, and then we can put it all together. So what I'm doing is straining. I don't have one of those mesh or the small hand strainers. So I'm straining the juice, the broth in there, and then slowly putting it in my pot. I'll show you when I get all the broth in there. Okay, I got my pot on low. Number 2, I'm probably going to turn it up a little bit. This is what all the stuff that I had in there strained out is. Looks like. I put my roux in the pot. I didn't show that. Of course, it didn't make enough broth, but I already knew that. So, I'm going to add a pitcher of water, some bunion cubes, and be back. Got a little less than half a pitcher of water. And I'm going to start off with that much water. Going to add these bouillon cubes in because this is a big pot. And a little bit of this better than broth in here. I'm trying to zoom. Okay, my phone is tripping, y'all. I got a little bit of this chicken bouillon left, so I'm just going to add the rest of this in there in my pot. Trying to show y'all, but my phone is really acting up right now. Gonna add 2 bay leaves, peppercorn flakes. Add about 3 of those. That's whole peppercorn, and about 2 bay leaves. I'm throwing this chicken in here, and I like to leave a couple of the bones on the chicken. I have a few of those and a couple of bones in there also because I like the way the bones give it flavor. So let me pour this in here. Oh shoot, I can't do it. I'm gonna have to pause it, y'all. Gonna add these sausages in there. Starting to look good. Shoot, phone tripping. All right. I took half of my vegetables, and I'll use a lot of vegetables, so you guys use what you want to use. I got 2.5 onions total. I have a whole green bell pepper, a whole yellow, a whole orange, and a half a red in there. And so I put half of that. This bowl was full. I put half of it in my roux. Now I'm finna put half of this in there right now, and the other half in there in about 30 to 45 more minutes. And I'm finna put the rest of my garlic in there. This is one whole garlic. Alright, I'm gonna put half of my celery in. Oh shit, a little more than half. I'm gonna put the rest of this with this, and I'm gonna put this in later. I don't know why I like to do that, but I like to do it. I like different textures. You know, you cook the vegetables so long. So I like to have, put them in at different times so I can still have not a crunchy vegetable, but a whole vegetable, if that makes any sense. Alright, so this is what the pot is looking like. Let that simmer. Marry together. I'm going to turn the pot up a little bit. Then I'm going to come back later. Well, I'm going to add my seasoning. Let me add my seasonings in there now. Hold on. Alright. Also, I have some fresh parsley, so I'm going to put half of that in now. Other half in here with my stuff for later. And, I'm not going to put my okra in just yet. But once I season it, I like to let it cook for about 30-45 minutes, and I like to put the rest of my vegetables in.
Okay, I'm gonna go in there and look for it. Go in the room.
So while this is cooking, I'm gonna let it come to a boil, and then I'm gonna turn it down. Then while that's cooking, I'm gonna rinse my crab legs off real good, and I'll show you what seafood I'm putting in here. Happy New Year's, guys. All right, my beautiful people, these are some of the seasons I'm gonna be using. Some Old Bay, Slap Your Mama, garlic salt, garlic powder, seasoning salt, pepper, all the Creole situations, some gumbo flie, Creole seasoning, blackened seasoning, a little bit of this shrimp and crab boil. The rest of this powder, because I don't have hardly anything in there. Some little lemon pepper in there, and ground white pepper, a little crushed Mary, and a little bit of thyme. All right, let's get it going. All right, I'm going to put a tablespoon of Old Bay seasoning. Ooh, my phone's getting on my nerve. It won't let me pause. I got to keep going. Okay, this is a little less than a tablespoon of blackened season. Then I'm going to also put a tablespoon of Creole season. Then I'm going to put a teaspoon of Slap Your Mama. And then just sprinkle in salt. I mean, not salt. Black pepper, Lori seasoning salt, and garlic salt. Just a sprinkle of that. Tablespoon. Creole seasoning. Teaspoon of Slap Your Mama. Sprinkle some black pepper. Got to get my onion powder. Onion powder. The rest of the onion powder. Salt's gone. So that's it. And some garlic salt. Alright, I'm going to let that come to a boil, and I'm going to turn it to a simmer. And I'll be back to show you my crabs and shrimp and everything else. Teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Alright, I found these at Walmart, y'all. And I got a lot of crab, but I don't think I'm going to need all this crab. Because I ordered this online from Walmart and they delivered to my door. So I couldn't physically see how big this was. But anyway, I seen this. It says gumbo crab. So I'm going to use all these gumbo crabs. It's blue crabs. So I'm going to use all that. And then I have the Dungeness crab legs. And I'm going to use all these Dungeness crab legs too. This is a pound, and that's the gumbo crab is a pound too. All right, let's try it again. Then I have these snow crabs. It don't look like it's that much in there. It's only a pound of that, so I already... we'll see how much the pot can hold. Then I have a pound of king crab legs. So I think I used like 5 pounds of crabs last time, but it looked like so much more since this is all packaged up. So I don't know. I'm just showing you what I got. I know I'm going to use this whole bag of... Can you wait till I finish recording? I know I'm going to use these 2 whole bags and probably half of each. It depends on how much room I got in my pot. We'll see. And I still got to put the shrimp in, y'all. Just showing you what kind of crabs I have. Okay, they really don't give you that much. It looks like a lot, but you see it's only like 2 of these. They only gave you like 2 of these clusters. And there's some that broke off. So they gave you 2 in the And the Dungeon and Crab Legs, they give you 2 of these. And then they give you 4 of these. I'm recording. I need you to be quiet. They give you 4 of these in the gumbo bag. So I think I'm going to be safe to use all these and some of those. So I'm going to open it up and see. Alright, now this is how much the bag of snow crab give you. It'll give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clusters. Can I just do this? So whatever don't fit in that pot, I'm going to bake them in the oven. Because I'm going to use all this. Because I don't have no room in my freezer for none of this. And I know the king crab legs ain't going to be that much at all. It's only a pound. It's probably 2 legs in there. Maybe 3. Alright, hold on. Okay, the snow crabs are really small. They're really small. This one is the biggest one. And they give you 8 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pieces, and it was $29 just for these snow crabs. It was $19.99 at Walmart for... it was $29.99 for the king crabs. Snow crabs, $19.99. And this was like $9.99 and $19.99. I think. Something.
Yeah!
Why are you screaming at my... Excuse me, people. Lord. So, about to have fun with these. And I know all this is not going to fit in my pot. Because I still got to put the shrimp in. I need all them shrimps in my thing. But this is how much I got. And let me think how much I paid. It was less than $100 for this. So I guess that ain't that bad, y'all. Walmart. Frozen. It made it do what it do, though. Alright. Be back. Alright, so I also have the, can't think. Crab meat, the real crab meat in the can. What is this, real crab meat? This is deep sea, North Atlantic deep sea. And this is the blue swimmers. So this is kind of small. So I'm open that up when it's time, because I'll put everything in the last 15-20 minutes, all the seafood in the last 15-20 minutes of cooking. And right now I think we're about 1 hour and 10 minutes in. Okay, so I only have 35 minutes left for cooking. I forgot to put the rest of my vegetables in, so I'm gonna put those in now. And here's my little dried up okra. So the top comes like that. That's kind of cool. So I'm going to put that in my pot. This is real crab meat. That's more like of a whole crab. I've used this can before, and it's more like a tuna type crab. Okay, let me open this up. Hold on. This is what this looks like. I'm recording. Gonna break that chunk up. Forgot to put my filet powder in, so I'm gonna put that in there now. So got about 15, 20 more minutes to cook. So I'm gonna add my shrimp and crab legs in. I'm gonna add my shrimp in first. So I want to see how much room I have in my pot for the crab legs. The shrimps kind of just disappeared in there. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm going to break these in half. They look crazy, don't they? Yeah. And then we have these 8 crab legs in. I'm going to just put them in. And I put a little bit more Old Bay seasoning because I feel like it's missing some seasoning. So, give this about 15-20 minutes and then it's done. I'll be back. Alright, if something missing, I can't quite put my finger on it, so I put about 5 dashes of Worcestershire sauce. I did put that in there last time, and I'm going to put a couple of drops of this in there. Shrimp boil. Alright, you guys, so it's finally time to eat. I did need a bigger bowl. And it would have been nice if I had a clearer bowl, but I don't. It came out good. I'm proud of myself. It was delicious. Until next time, deuces and stay blessed. Happy New Year's, you guys. It's going to be a blessed year. It's going to be a blessed year. See you guys later.